should be going here. It should be working. Any second. Any second. It should be going here. Alright, we're working. Is the audio low? Any second. Any second. Alright, we're working. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I'm using the GoPro on the here, let's wait. With the GoPro headgear on the what you call it? My speaker. Let's see if that works here. I hate that when people put cameras so low that they're looking up. It bothers me. Okay, now I can get this here. Come on. All right. Well, it's crooked, but at least it's at eye level. Hopefully, it doesn't fall off the speaker. We're using the Teradek this morning. I don't know what the volume's like. Let me just do a quick check. Eye level. Hopefully, it doesn't fall off the speaker. Okay, the volume is not the best. Okay, Mr. Know-It-All. If there's no update available, you can't update. My God, you have no idea what you're talking about. You're triggering me. I hate when people come on the channel and tell me how, oh, you got to do this with your tech. It's like I don't know what I'm doing here. My God, people. Where did that person come from? It's like, well, I'll just make an update. I'll pull one out of my rear. Oh, good morning, Deb. How you doing? You got no video. You gotta have video. I'm looking at it right now, Diane. Oh, no, not this morning. Yeah, you can just make updates out of nowhere, right, Inga? Like, oh, yeah, well, my phone's not working right here, so let me just look here and wish to the magical app of God. Oh, just press that, and, oh, is there any notifications? Notifications. Well, nothing there. It says about updates. There's no little red circle that says update, you know? No, that ain't it. I don't know. These people. Anyways. Let's live stream when I pull an update on my rear. Let's do that, Stephanie. Nothing like a little bit of YouTube excitement, eh? You think I need a loop for that? Oh, these posted emojis. I don't know. Are they controversial? It looks like something that shouldn't be here. Vodka works for pain too, Deb. Vodka and painkillers are a good combination for pain. Well, you should have picture and sound because I'm working with the Teradek and the GoPro right now. Like, you're getting me in 1080p. A little too wide on the widescreen here. I never showed you my little penguin, did I? Look at my little penguin. What do you think? My plan was, I bought this and I was going to put it in the barn and turn a live stream on so that you could see the penguin and say, oh, there's a penguin now on the show, but I got it and it was like too nice. It was like too soft. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Anyways, so here's the penguin. Okay. I'm going to get back to the theme of the show on the part 2 of the show here on this morning's events, the festivities. Okay, so where were we? Pea gravel. Does everybody know about the pea gravel? Do we know? I'm thinking we do. Okay, so the pea gravel is like a fraction of the cost of putting 800 patio stones down. And I thought to myself, that is like the smartest thing to do. And because, you know, to spend that much money and to, you know, to put patio stones down, I just didn't feel right, you know, spending everybody's money like a drunken sailor. That's what it felt like. It was like a drunken sailor idea. Especially after I came up with the idea of the gravel idea and the mud, and I thought, man, that's a way better idea. You know, it's just a way better idea. So I'm going to recap because the last stream got cut off, Stephanie. Just so you know. So you don't have to figure it out, Stephanie. I'm going to give you the recap here. Everybody got their money refunded from the fundraiser. Everybody. I refunded every money. Except there's one person that was an e-check and I can't refund it until I get the money. So I got to wait for the e-check to clear. But everything else is being refunded 100%. And the reason for this is I had a brainwave that laying down patio stones wasn't a good use of money. That was just that was crazy, spending that much money on patio stones. And then I had a brain fart with the mud outside that the mud, every year there we get this 2 inches of mud and it lasts for about 2 weeks when the ground starts thawing. And that's the perfect time to put down gravel, pea gravel specifically, to mix in with the mud to make like a cobblestone effect for a hard surface. But the problem is you can't get loads of pea gravel delivered that time of year because the load restriction's in effect. So I'm going to get the load delivered this month, before the end of the month, because it's a local, the local gravel pit. I'm going to go there and look at the gravel. They have different pea gravel sizes, and I'm going to pick the size that we need, and I'm going to get them to deliver a trailer load, a big trailer, not a dump truck, but a trailer, before the end of the month, and then it'll be sitting here. So when the thaw happens and everything becomes muddy, then I will start wheelbarrowing it into the pen. That's the idea. And then spread it around, use a rake, and then it'll mix in with the mud. The ducks will pack it down, and it will harden up when it dries. It goes like rock hard and smooth, and it'll be just like it's just like cobblestone. And it's way less intrusive on the property than having 800 patio stones. I feel it's a better use of your money. We're not going to have to spend $3,700. That part really bothered me, $3,700, because I have other equipment that I would like to buy this year to make the show more awesome on the sharing. Well, I've already bought the equipment. It's actually probably sitting at the post office. But I thought, if we're going to spend money, let's spend money smart and not spend money reckless. And I felt that 800 patio stones was reckless, especially when I thought a $600 load, or whatever I think costs for a load of pea gravel, is going to solve the problem to like probably 90% of the problem. So, and as far as washing out that it really rinses out really, really well. The problem is the mud and the sandy gravel stuff. That's the problem that's hard to wash out. So with the rain, it's not perfect like a patio stone, but it's not $3,700. And worst case scenario, you know, I can jimmy rig up something in the Magoon, you know, be it electric or gas or something. It'll be like a fraction of the cost, you know, like a fraction of the cost, like, you know, anywhere between $500,000 tops to pump water out of the Magoon and wash the pen that way if I have to, instead of putting all the strain on my well. So it's like way cheaper, way cheaper. That's the whole idea, way cheaper, because I have other uses for your money. I bought more equipment. I bought the encoders so that we can hardwire the pen up, and we can hardwire the Magoon, because I want to run 2 cameras on the Magoon this year. Not one, I want to run 2, and I want them hardwired. No more Wi-Fi stuff on the main streams, so I've got enough encoders now to do it all. I've got officially we own 8 encoders now. So there's going to be, the idea I have is the pen, I'm going to put an encoder in every corner, like a camera in every corner, so that at nighttime, no matter what's happening in the pen, you're going to see everything in the pen. And then I'm going to have 2 encoders running non-stop on the Magoon during the day, obviously, when the ducks are there. And then we will have 2 other encoders which will be in the barn for, be it the ducklings or stuff happening in the yard. It's like, we ain't going to be we ain't going to be screwing around this year with trying to keep streams running, or me running around moving cameras around trying to keep the ducks in the stream, because you know how hard that is. It's virtually impossible with animals, because I remember last year where I would just spend 8 hours non-stop, you know, like that's all I did was move cameras around. That my whole day. So like at the end of the day, I go, like, what did I do today? I didn't get anything done. And what did I do? all I did was move cameras around all day to try to keep the ducks in the live stream. So this way, I'm going to set up so many live streams running around that if the ducks move, you just got to move around on the channel. Oh, got to go to another stream. The ducks are over here now. Oh, they're over here now. Go to this stream. So it's going to be a lot better than than last year. So, and it's all going to be hardwired. And like I said, I bought the stuff. I put it on the Visa card, and it was shipped like 10 days ago. It's probably been sitting at the post office the whole week, but it was a hell of a deal. Like, it was, what was it? Well, they're worth $1,600 each, and I got them for $550. It was like a no-brainer to buy them while they were available. So we're fired up, and I thought that's a much better use. If I'm going to go to the well for funds of support, I want to make it so that it's that you get to actually enjoy it, because 800 patio stones, you weren't really going to enjoy it, but you're going to enjoy having streams all over the place, hardwired, that you can go all over the place. I think that's much better for me as a manager of the channel, to make sure that everybody is getting value for their dollar. So that's the deal. So everybody got their money back, and once I get things straightened out, I'll do another fundraiser for the equipment. I just haven't figured it out yet, because like I said, I haven't even picked it up. It's sitting at the post office. So okay, so the next thing, I need $51,000 US. And I'm looking for somebody really rich. I want to clone Doug. So just want to let you know. I'm just throwing it out there for the world. If anybody's like, like you're really, really rich, or you come into a big inheritance, I have found a cheaper place to clone Doug. And it's in this continent. I don't have to go to Korea, South Korea specifically. They do it in Texas. Somebody sent me the link. I've been in touch with the people. It's $51,600. I'll pay the $600, but it's $51,600 to clone Doug. And there's potentially we could have 2 Dougs, because they said sometimes there's 2 puppies. So I'm just throwing it out there. If you think maybe I should start like a Kickstarter type thing, where we hit the target, I get the money type stuff, that would be all right, I guess. Wouldn't it be cool to have 2 Dougs, 2 more Dougies running around? Well, right now they'd be laying in the living room, chewing on Doug, but I would love to have 2. I would tackle 2 puppies at once. Even though I swore I would never get 2 dogs at the same time, I did it once before. It is hard work to train 2 pups at the same time, but I would do it live on YouTube just for you if I got the $51,000. Okay. So that's really there. It's a deal, folks. So it's like $25,500 a dog. Totally reasonable. Totally reasonable. It's like it's $100,000 in Korea. It's like a 75% discount. So that's what I need the $51,000 for. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. Now, the coffee mugs. I finished a whole bunch of coffee mugs last night. The collection is gotten much bigger. So you can now choose from different mugs. I've got, today I'm going to work on some more drinkware, and then I'm going to attack the t-shirts. The t-shirts is going to be there's going to be like 560 new t-shirts going up on the site here in the next 48 hours. But, if you find a millionaire, Inga, and, you can swing some cash this way to help out the Doug cloning situation, I would greatly appreciate it. No. The 2 puppy Dougs would listen. I would train them to listen. They wouldn't be like the Doug we have right now. No. The Doug we have right now is not trained. He does what he wants. But he loves me dearly. I know that for a fact. So, you want to get a set of like 8 different mugs? I wish I had the money, Stephanie, to buy one of every mug. I've got a Doug mug coming. But there's other mugs there I would like to have. But I'm a starving YouTube artist that's just starting out a new store. I can't even buy from my own store. It's bad. So, I got a mug right here, though. See? And I put another mug up of the last day, folks, because I found a picture of the geese. The geese were all standing right in front of me, and I got a picture when the geese were all standing in front of me. So there's a picture now the last day when the geese were all in front of me. So that's the morning update here. I never got my lottery ticket because Friday, I don't know if the 55 million got won or not, but I didn't get my free play ticket last week, so I didn't get a chance at the 55 million. I don't know if it was won or not. So I'm thinking there's more chance of me pleading one of you to come up with the 51,000 than me winning the lottery. Oh. I worked on artwork so much yesterday, and then I crashed and burned. Oh, folks, crashed and burned. I'm so tired. I'm not kidding you. Doing the taking care of all these ducks, live streaming everything, and building this store is really, really taxing me. It's tapping me to the limit. This has not been a relaxing winter. It's one of the harder winters, actually. I haven't watched TV, folks. I haven't watched a movie. I'm still 2 seasons behind on The Walking Dead. I haven't watched the Game of Thrones in 2 seasons. I'm so far behind on everything. So wait till you see all the shirts I'm going to put up in the next 2 days, Mel. Lots of new shirts. The artwork turned out really nice on the mugs, though. There's a new Bentley mug because I came up with some ideas for it for the Duck Life one. It looks pretty cool. I got the font to actually mix in with his name on the Duck Life in the bottom. It looks really. I did it by accident actually, and I thought that looks awesome. So we got that. We got the Stripper Magoo. We got last year's cartoon T-shirt on a mug now. We got Goose Lee. It's a pretty good addition to the store. And like I said, in the next 48 hours, I'm hoping to have all the T-shirts done and work on other artwork. There's so much artwork to do. It's a lot of work setting this up, but it's worth it because it's going to save the show. Because merchandise sales is where it's going to be at. It ain't going to be on ad revenue, I'll tell you that much. It's bad, folks. Anybody else would quit. They would I'm going to go get a job. I can make more money being a Walmart greeter for a week than I could right now on YouTube. As far as ad revenue is concerned, it's that bad. I could work 1 week and take the next 3 weeks off, but I don't think I'd have much revenue as far. Would you buy a Walmart greeter mug? I'm going to start a product line on Walmart greeter mugs. The people of Walmart on coffee mugs. What do you think about that one? I'll film it all with a hidden camera. That's a hell of an idea, actually. How long do you think you'd go before Walmart caught you on that one and shut you down? You'd be fired your ass. Get out of here, you're out of here. Or live stream being a Walmart greeter with a hidden camera. Have your phone stuck with a hole in your pocket so the camera stuck out. You can live stream the whole thing. It would be scary. Anyways. All right, so that's the morning update on the fundraiser. Everybody's gotten their money back. It's 100% refund. And I came up with a cheaper way. I'm going to go to the gravel pit and see what they have, and then I'm going to make the order with them, tell them to deliver it, and then we'll just let the stuff sit here until the melt starts. Oh, Deb, I've been doing e-commerce for a long time. I built my first e-commerce website in 2007. I had to learn how to do it all on my own with code. Those were the days when you couldn't get a website in a box, where you could go online and build it all online. You had to actually build it, like for real, on a computer, on servers. All code stuff too. No template stuff. Oh, it was that was the days of when you had to actually had a brain to be an e-commerce person. Not like today where it's all, you know, just web interface stuff. I know how time consuming it is. But once this initial setup is done, it will be good for the duck adventure. Really good, actually. Because then then we're just adding new stuff, you know, event stuff. So it's going to save the duck show. Because YouTube is not like it used to be, folks. I'm thinking we're going to see YouTube, a lot of creators leave. A lot. They're just going to give up. So, because I don't know how anybody could keep doing this. I don't. Honestly, I don't, folks. Because I don't understand what YouTube's up to. I think we're going to start seeing less and less people. Well, I think we're going to see more new people coming on thinking they're going to make it rich, and then they don't. You know? So that's the morning. So, update, recapping, fundraiser for the self-cleaning duck pen, 100% refunded. I need $51,000 for the Doug clone, and there's a whole bunch of new coffee mugs. Link below the video. So, and if you'd like to send me the $51,000, we can arrange some one-on-one chat. I'll show you how to get the money to me real easy. Oh, Virginia, there's going to be more than a several give up. There's a serious I didn't listen to Gravel Holler at 2 loads of 57 sank. I don't know what that means, Dale. Yeah, I know, lots of mainstream. You go on the trending page, it's just bad, eh? There's no more unique stuff anymore. The drainage trench. I don't want to do. We'll see how she goes, Mel. But we're going to do the easy way first. We're going to do the cheap and easy way, efficiently. I just had a hard time with $3,700, folks. I'm like, I think it was because we raised the money so fast. It was like sort of like a slap up the face. I was like, man, what am I doing here? I got to be responsible, you know. I think that's my responsibility kicked in. Is basically what happened. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just I'm frugal on that kind of stuff, and I just didn't want to blow your money recklessly. That's the deal. But I would blow your money recklessly cloning Doug. So just let you know, it's totally different. That's totally different, because that is, I can't do nothing about the 51,000. It's not like I can get Doug cloned cheaper. Well, unless we found a place in Mexico or Russia, you know. You know what I mean? I would put down 1s and 2s for a base. What are you talking about, Dale? TT gravel pit. Code. You're talking code, Dale. You just type in code. Nobody understands. But I don't understand. Anyways, I know what I'm doing here, Dale. I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't need a base. I got a base. I got mud. I get the mud is going to happen here, and the mud is what I need. It's like natural cement. But the problem is having the gravel here when the mud happens. That's the dilemma I've always had. So I'm planning on thinking ahead, about a month ahead here, and I'm going to have a big pile of stones sitting in my driveway for a month. Actually, Juanita, I'm going to talk to the guys because they have limestone at the gravel pit, and I'm going to see what they have for limestone. So yeah, I know he'll be as a unique character. I know that. What do you think? I'm stupid? I like the looks. Doug, believe me, I don't want another Doug like I got here right now. He doesn't listen. I want a dog that listens, but looks like Doug. I'm being very shallow here. I never had a bad dog in my life, folks. Never. Absolutely. Doug's the first rotten dog I've ever had in my life. First. I've never owned a dog that doesn't listen until I got Doug. So, but if I had a puppy of Doug, he would be so good. Actually, 2 puppies. I'm asking for 2 because I'm greedy. If I had 2 puppies, it would be just awesome. Because they would listen like unbelievable, and they would look like Doug. You know, Doug's laying in the living room right now, but I can't turn the camera around because I've got it somehow sitting perfect. Well, it's on a little bit of an angle, but it's sitting perfect on top of the speaker on my desk here, on the headband in the GoPro. So I don't want to really move it. He's extremely stubborn. And he does sort of listen, but he really doesn't. When he gets in his head that he doesn't want to listen, he's the dog that I don't even know who he is. Doug never knows if I'm talking to him. He knows. What, do you think Doug thinks I'm talking to the ducks, James? I don't think so. Actually, when I talk to the ducks, James, Doug gets jealous and comes over because he wants the attention all the time. You like the mug, Stephanie? I worked very hard on that artwork. I worked very, very hard. I worked all weekend on that artwork, folks. That's what I did my whole weekend. My whole weekend. That's all I did. My life. For 3 days. Actually, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was that artwork. What do I think about shock collars? I don't like wearing them. I find they irritate me. And I don't trust when other people have the remote in their hand. If I'm holding the remote, I feel much more comfortable wearing a shock collar. And Stephanie, I'm not even done when it comes to artwork. I have more artwork up my sleeve. I have more up here. There's way more hidden up here. I've got all the jean stuff, which is like a lot of work because I have to scan it and clean it up. I got like the penguin, I got the Doug on the bed, I got, you know, the black Doug head, I got so much artwork from Gene. And then I've got like, I've got probably 4 more or 5 more drawings that were sent to me by fans. Like, we are talking some serious stuff, folks. Like, I'm thinking by the end of the year, we could potentially have like 8,000-10,000 items on that site. It'd be like if you've got a duck problem, that's not the site you want to go to. It's like that. This guy is sucking me dry. You know. It's there's a lot of, like, this is the tip of the iceberg, folks. The tip of the iceberg of what I'm just sitting on right now. Just what I'm sitting on. It's the tip of the iceberg. So it's a lot. I want it to sink, Dale. You don't understand. I don't want the gravel to sit on the top. I want it to sink into the mud. You don't understand. Dale, do you understand cobblestone? Stephanie, I got no choice on this, as far as burning up. I gotta get a little more coffee here. My battery's getting low in the GoPro. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, I got no choice. I gotta burn myself out right now. I have to get this done. You people don't understand, or some of you don't. It seems that like last month, the last 28 days, I've made $630 in ad revenue on YouTube. Could you survive on $630 for a whole month? That's the situation going on here. It's like, this is why I'm working so hard to get this store done, because it's the only way I'm going to fix this problem. I can't make money on YouTube anymore, folks. Like I said, we're going to see a lot of creators give up and just leave if they can't get Patreon support, if they can't get, you know, merchandise ideas or fundraisers or donations or whatever. It's like YouTube now is going to YouTube's turning into PBS. It's going to be totally funded by the viewer, and if you don't want to watch a channel, you don't pay into it, and then the channel will just disappear. That's what's going on. Were they long johns? Yeah, that's what I wear in the winter. Sarah, did you just get here? I've been wearing them all winter. Oh. But like, it's bad, folks. Every YouTuber talks about it. Think about it. I watch YouTubers now, and like I was watching one, a big channel actually he had 8 million subs, and at the end of his video, and he's like, he does, what was it called? Smarter Every Day. That's what the thing was. And he was talking about curling stones. I don't know how that came up in my suggestions, but it was interesting. And yeah, I was wondering, why are curling stones coming up in my suggestions? But anyways, he had a video, and he's got 8 million subs. And the last minute of the video, it was only a 7-minute video, but the last minute of the video, he's on there e-begging everybody to give money to him, to Patreon or another, he had 2 platforms that donate money to him. And I'm like, this guy's got 8 million subs, and he's e-begging for money. And I'm like, that's how bad it is. That's how bad. Or he's just being greedy, and he's still doing well, but he's just capitalizing on, you know, what's going on YouTube. That could be it too, you know. You're gonna think about it, because I always wonder about that, you know. When you got 8 million subs and you're doing like, you know, 200-300 views, 1,000 views on a video, it can't be that bad. You know what I mean? Like, or as bad as they say, or they're just being greedy, capitalizing on what YouTube's doing. That could be off. That could be it too. Who knows? But anyways, he was begging for money at the end. You know. No, it doesn't pay my utilities, Dale. I'm fan funded, Dale. Everything happens here because of fans, not because of YouTube anymore. It's totally changed. It's totally changed. It's actually a year now that it's totally, since Admageddon happened. It's totally gone down the hill. It's zeroed out. It's like it's like 80% down. It's bad. 76%, I think is the number. 76% down. And my ad revenue has, or my views have doubled. I'm doing twice as many views. Well, Diane, with 8 million subs, he still did a minute at the end of the video begging for money. You know? I just couldn't believe it. I was like a big, like I don't know, I can't sit here and beg for money, you know? Like, I just have a problem with that. Maybe it's because I've been self-employed my whole life, and begging for money is sort of like, I don't know, unemployment. I've never been on that either. So it's sort of like, you know, I'm just not big on taking help. I appreciate it, but I'm just not big on it. I would prefer to carve my own stones, if you know what I mean. So that's why the store is going to save the channel. We're going to because I had another video came up. I don't know why. I went, how can YouTube get this, folks? It was about how much money Duck Dynasty made to curling stones. How do they do that? Like, and I was watching news. I was watching my news channels, and the recommendations was merchandising for Duck Dynasty, how much money they did in merchandising, and curling stones. So I opened up both in different tabs, but you know how much money Duck Dynasty generated in merchandise sales? I was blown away. $400 million in sales. That's what Duck Dynasty generated from 2012 to 2016. Is that crazy? $400 million US. That's just nuts. I could get Doug cloned if I could do $400,000. Beg for money to give ducks away. I don't understand, Dale. That's what I do. I donate everything away. And that's another thing, folks, okay? Is I'm donating everything I do to charity, and I feel bad about begging for money. You know what I mean? Like, and these people are begging for money, and they're not doing nothing. They ain't helping nothing. They ain't helping people. They're doing nothing. Just getting, you know, just lining their pockets. I don't know. YouTube's made up a lot. How can you be hurting with 8 million subs? I don't know. What was fake? I don't know what you're talking about, Diane. I'm being fake? Oh, Duck Dynasty was fake. Yes. Duck Dynasty, yeah, the video was like it was a documentary on how much money they did in merchandising, and how they blew it, and how they destroyed the brand to the point that it ain't happening. There's no more sales. So we ain't fake here. This is real. Well, Dale, unfortunately, yes, you do have to beg money to donate to the homeless. But I don't like doing it. But the problem is my daily expenses with the YouTube ad revenue is not happening anymore. Like my life expenses, just to keep Matt alive, you know, because someone's got to run the operation, and you know, asking for money on a fundraiser, you know, to do the actual feeding of the ducks and processing and all of that. I got no problem with that one. Those fundraisers, I don't have a problem with. But it's keeping the show going all year to do this, I have a problem with, because I feel, because I started out YouTube in 2011, but I started doing this 2013 with the actual ducks. I feel that what I'm creating on YouTube, YouTube should let me make ad revenue. You know, they did at the beginning, you know, and they were giving me the illusion that this could be a viable income source to support Matt's life, and then they took that away. And that's the problem, is that YouTube has taken the ability for Matt to support his life, so that I can run the show, you know, to give it away. You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of expenses that I don't do fundraisers for, just to keep the show going. You know, like property taxes, insurance, hydro bills. You know, there's like so many expenses here that I don't talk about. But the ad revenue used to pay for it. And now at $660 last month, they ain't paying for it. Right? Oh, that's the situation. So the duck store, the 50 Ducks store on Cafe Press, is, I feel, the answer to fix this problem. So don't forget to go get your mugs this morning to add to the Duck Mug Club on Facebook, because you got to order a mug and take a picture, and then post the picture of your mug on the Facebook page. So I don't have the link handy for the Facebook page, unfortunately. I'll get it for you later. But you got to order mugs first. Get the mugs, and then by the time the mugs get here, I will have posted the link so that you can post your picture of your mug. Okay? And the link's below. Right below. And there's a whole bunch of new ones last night. I worked till midnight last night doing that. Juanita, I know. What you feel like and what I feel like are two different things, though. Because it's like, it's different when you stand in front of the camera and say, send me money so I can keep doing this. It's like, even though, you know, like today I'm going to the food bank and I'm going to probably drop off, you know, not probably, I am going to drop off over 500 eggs probably about 530 eggs today is what I'm going to be dropping off. It was only heirloom gardening. Well, actually, Dale, the heirloom gardening, I would still do it, but that wasn't how I decided to make a what you call it, into a career. Because the heirloom gardening in 2011, I started on YouTube as just a hobby, a personal thing. Actually, it was just so I could vlog a history of my gardening, because I wanted to have an actual hard copy of what was because I wasn't even monetized then. I was a partner, but I didn't monetize, and I just wanted to have a personal copy of my gardening. That's all. I never even thought about making money. It was just a personal thing. It was just like a hobby. I just wanted to, like a diary. That's what it was. It was like a journal, but I wanted to have a copy of it so I could look back years from now and say, yeah, that was my first garden on my property. I hand dug it. I wish I would have, done the camera right from the start, where I had to cut all the trees down and burn the trees and a big giant bonfire, and it was a pretty big bonfire. It was a really big bonfire, actually. But it was a lot of work too. Like, I cut down a whole bunch of trees down there in that part of the property and burned it all, and there was a lot of prep work that never got videoed. I wish I would have, because if you would have saw the prep work, you would have, my God, Matt, that was a lot of work, because I did it all by hand, other than the chainsaw part. But I chopped the trees up, and I had a tree there was one tree that was over 4 feet in diameter that I took down. It was rotten in the center though, and I chopped it up and I moved it all by hand into a pile and burned it. It was a workout and a half, folks. It was a serious workout, like serious workout. It was a month solid of back-breaking work. But I turned, a virgin lawn into a perfect garden that year. So I'm sort of glad that I videoed it so that I would have a history of it. And it's one of the longest running, highest views of gardening videos on YouTube, actually. It's a movie that year. It's like almost 600, 700,000 views. And lots of people watch it. And that's how I started on YouTube, as a hobby. And then the ducks came into my life, because my life was being destroyed. I was being sued. I was being charged by the government. They were trying to bankrupt my porn business so that I would be gone, because they didn't want a sex shop in their town anymore. I wasn't wanted. Which was the best thing that ever happened to me. And now I'm here with you and my dog Doug, living in the bush, raising ducks for the homeless and donating all my eggs to the food bank. What a turn of events, eh? Like, just a complete turn of events. Just strange. It's strange how life does that, eh? Gives you lemons and then you make lemonade. Well, it's not everybody makes lemonade. Some people just, whine and die, but... Oh yeah, big oak tree. I don't know if I would have cut down an oak tree. It was a cedar tree that was rotten. I don't know. I probably would have sucked it up and kept the oak tree, but the cedar tree had to go. Anyways. Well, I turned into this many twists and turns into a penguin show. Like a penguins now. See? We got little penguins. This one's really soft. I don't trust it because it's probably toxic. It was made in, like I wouldn't give it to a kid. It was made in China. I paid $11 for it with shipping. I don't trust it. Like, what's this? It's 100% polyvinyl chloride? Yeah, 100% polyvinyl chloride. What the hell is that? Anyways. Yeah, polyvinyl chloride. I have no idea what, but I mean, I wouldn't give it to, I wouldn't give it to Doug either. Doug he wasn't too interested in it, but my little penguin. So I was going to slip that into the barn, like turn the cameras off, start a stream, and then clean the barn, and then have this and then turn the camera back on, and then everyone go, "Is that a penguin in the barn?" But it turned out it didn't. It was just too nice, so I sort of just kept it. It's been sitting up there. Actually, I've had it for over 2 months. I bought it in January or December at Christmas time, online shopping when I was bored. Oh, crack. So. Therese, did you look at your mug artwork? It looks pretty good to me. Doug's tail wagging. See, you didn't need to do the white outline. The white light outline is only for on dark t-shirts. Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil. I had a music store, Deb. I had a really good music store. We sold a lot of music, and it got destroyed by Walmart. Actually, Walmart came and destroyed it. Then the internet destroyed it right after that. The internet put the final nail in the music business, but Walmart did the first nail. Walmart was like sort of, they cut up the lumber for the coffin, and then the internet came along and put the nails in. But it was a boom in music. I sold a lot of CDs, a lot. It was a good business. But then I had to change my my business. Porn. That's what ended up saving me. Well, saved me, but sent me down a path of self-destruction because the town didn't like the porn part. Because I was in porn, but I really cranked it up after the music business started dying. I was like, I gotta come up with something else. So what makes lots of money? Porn. Focus on that, Matt. Don't make it a sideline. Make it your main part of your business. You want to really make people upset? Take your store and turn it into a big giant porn store. They didn't mind when it was just a little corner in the back of the room, but when you turned half the store to porn, oh, that didn't go over. It was like, oh. I had 5,000 square foot retail with 1,600 square feet of warehouse storage in the back for excess product. It was like, and then and then I decided let's make it even bigger, and I went to 10,000 square feet, and that was a bad idea. No. The poor duck farm. Yeah, I know. Duck farm, corporate factory farming for ducks. Bad situation. They live nasty lives. They don't get water. They're dirty. I don't miss it at all, Deb. I don't miss it at all. I'd rather make $660 a month on YouTube than go back to that life. Seriously, I would. I would. Just like, I seriously would. Actually, I probably made more money at $660 at YouTube from home than I was making then. It was bad, the overhead, and oh, bad. That's when internet stealing was just coming into the prime, you know? Everybody was embracing it big time because they could get everything for free. That was like the rave. Oh, you can go on the internet and get it for free. Napster, all that kind of stuff. Oh, anyways. And then you know what they used to do? This is, I don't know if you had this problem, Deb, but you know a big title came out. What was that? There was one of the big rappers came out, and Napster had the file, and somebody downloaded the file, and they made burnt CDs with the stolen CD off the internet, and then they were standing outside the store selling contraband CDs for $5. I called the police. I said the guy's outside selling stolen CDs for $5, like copy or like forgeries. The police go, well, we have nothing to do with that. That's not our jurisdiction. That's what the police said to me. I'm like, he's standing outside selling burnt CDs of a brand new CD that I'm in the stores trying to get $15 for. He's outside selling them for $5, and the police wouldn't even come. They wouldn't even come to stop him. That's how bad it was. Like, it was bad. Anyways. Did you have kids outside selling burnt CDs outside your store on release day? intercepting the people that want to spend $15. Anyways, I'm glad that's history, man. I'm so glad that's over. That's like another life. All right, I'm gonna go. It's 9 o'clock. I have to go do egg recon, which I'm gonna do with the pivot heads because it's raining outside, and then I'm gonna wash the eggs up, get all packed up here, and then by the time I have breakfast, whip to town, and get the eggs to the food bank, then upload that video, and then get back to working on the store. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. But I got to go because now I'm noticing the battery on the GoPro says that it's very low, which I don't understand because I've got the external battery pack. You know, I got something weird going on here, folks, and it doesn't make any sense. I'll just show you. Okay, I don't know if this, can I pull this up? I don't want to knock the camera over. I'll unplug it. Okay, so I've got this battery pack right here, this little battery pack here, and it's the weirdest thing. If I plug it into the camera right now, it doesn't charge the camera. But if I plug it into the charging port and get the lights to light up, like activate it, and then unplug it, and then plug it into the battery pack, into the camera, then it supplies battery power to the camera. It's like the battery pack has gone to sleep, and I only have to plug it in like briefly into the power adapter, like I'm just plugging it in right now. Yeah. Oh, now it's charging. Okay, we got battery power, but it ain't gonna last long because the Teradek's on a battery pack right now because I have the whole fanny pack here sitting on my desk because the iPhone app, well, the Apple app is crashing. The YouTube app, it's not working. The last 4 days now it's been crashing. Doesn't want to work. It's got problems. But if I update my phone, that will get fixed. I've been told. That's what they were telling me, and I don't think so because everybody's having this problem. Inga is having that problem, and she's in the Netherlands, and I don't think she hasn't updated either. I think it's just an app problem because when it crashes, it asked me if I want to send a crash report. So there's something wrong. Anyways, that's the deal. If you can help me with any more art things, I can't think of anything. I've got the big job ahead of me now. I've got to sit down with the templates and get all the artwork to fit within the templates. It's tedious work. Tedious work. It's very tedious work. And it's like and then you got to rearrange some artwork because of different shapes of the artwork. Because not all the artwork is square. Some of it's rectangle. Some of it's oval. Some of it's heart shaped. Some of it's teardrop. It's like it's unbelievable. You got to do a lot of different things. It's not cut and dry, put it that way. But that's why so many cafe press stores suck by YouTubers because they just throw the same logo on everything and it looks like garbage. It doesn't look like it's professionally done so that you get a quality product. Something that looks good. That's the deal. But we've had a good stream here this morning. It's working. And the old Teradek, I won't screw with the YouTube again. Like, how many minutes have we gone? I have no idea. I do not know. Let me just open it up here. How many minutes have we gone with no problems? No buffering, nothing. 54 minutes. That's pretty good, eh? And it's in 1080p this morning. Nice and clear. Except the audio is not that good with the GoPro. It's not as sharp. Oh. But the wide angle sort of distorts. I can just see the corner of my kitchen and it's all distorted here in the picture. The wide angle lens throws a little bit. It was a patch together situation this morning, Inga. Was that a big announcement? Tell everybody about why I canceled the fundraiser and refunded everybody's money. Why I need $51,000 US dollars. I really do need that. I really, really do, folks. I'm not lying. I would love to have 2 more Dougs here. Just to let you know. We could dedicate the show to just the clone Dougs. There's a show. Has anybody done that on YouTube? A show about raising clone dogs. What do you think of that one? We got to get somebody to back us on this new idea. I got to start a new channel specifically raising clone Dougs. Man, 51. I think that would be a good investment. in a new show for YouTube. Do you know anybody on YouTube that's raising clone dogs? $50 dogs in a hot tub. Exactly. I'm asking the question, nobody's answering me. I feel I'm being neglected here. I'm getting triggered. It's for 2 Doug clones, not 1. I'm not trolling. I'm serious, folks. You have no idea how serious I am about this. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if it happens and you're going, my God, he talked about that for over a year. 2 years he's been talking about that, and he did it, the crazy bugger. I'm not lying, folks. You guys think I'm trolling you and I'm just doing this for conversation this morning? I have actively been researching this. I've never wanted a dog. I never wanted copies of a dog like I do of Doug. I'm serious, folks. I love Doug. I think he's the most handsome dog that I've ever had in my life. And I've had a lot of really gorgeous dogs, like beautiful beasts. But I've never had one as handsome as Doug. Doug, I love the smell of him. I love the looks of him. I love his physique. I love just everything about the dog, except the rotten part, the not listening. But I can fix that by training him as a pup myself. Because Doug had 17 months of no discipline, and that's why he's a mess. So, but I swore I would never have 2 dogs at the same time again, 2 pups, but I would do this. And I would turn it into a show. I would. I think it would be an awesome show. I don't think anybody on YouTube, but we got to come up with 51 grand to make it happen. And there's a place in Texas, and I'm thinking we probably could have some Texas people down there, some Texas fans that would give us a place to stay while we do this, visit them. There's got to be some fans in Texas that I can go. I don't need hotel expenses. I just got to get down there and do the situation. He's more than a beautiful dog, Virginia. He's damn handsome. He's a handsome dog. He's a very handsome dog. I'm crazy about him. I think he's one of the most awesome dogs I've ever had in my life. I just love the looks of him. I do. I never was a big fan of short-haired dogs because I've always lived in a harsh climate, but I just think he's so cool. Janie, if somebody somehow popped in 51 grand and said, Matt, let's go to Texas and make this happen, man, oh man, this would be it. I would make a show about it. It would be awesome, wouldn't it? To see little Doug's as a pup, like as a puppy, and maybe the place that does the genetic cloning would let us go there and the whole bit and video the whole thing. Maybe they would let us YouTube it. They probably would, because think about it, they would be stupid not to let us not clone it or video it all. You can stream it so you can watch the little Dougs being born and then growing up, and maybe they'd let us just stay there at the lab with them, because they say you don't get the dogs for 10 weeks because they got to make sure they're totally healthy before they release them. Maybe we could go there and work like a free internship type thing. We could go there and basically be in their way for 10 weeks while we watch Doug grow up. And then we leave. We put him in and we drive back to Canada. It's right on the internet. It's right on there. Well, put it this way, folks. I'm not kidding you. You think I'm crazy, but I think if things turn around, if something turned around in my life that this could be happening, I would do it. One, just because I love Doug and I want more Dougs, and 2, I think it would be an awesome thing to share. You know? Doug, come here. People want to see you before I clone you. Come on. Come here. Come on. I got to move the camera and say goodbye. Come on. See? He doesn't listen. Doug. Okay, let me see. Okay, this camera's going to get all screwed up here this morning, folks. Okay. Doug. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, dog. Doug. Doug. Come on. Oh, look at this, eh? Wouldn't you like to have 3 of these? Come on, Doug. Doug. Come on, Doug. Doug. Come on. Please. Come here, little dog. Oh, big stretch. Come on. Come on, before the camera dies, Doug. Doug. Come on. This is ridiculous, dog. I can't even set the camera down and go get you because we got the GoPro headband situation here. Doug. Doug, come. Oh, finally, he's moving. He's moving. He's moving. Right on. Come on, little dog. Oh, wouldn't it be so cool to have 3 of yous? Well, 1 of you and 2 that listened. Hey, wouldn't it? Hey, wouldn't it be so cool? Hey, oh, I would love 2 more like you. You know, it would be awesome, wouldn't it? Just imagine how much food you'd eat. Wakey, dog. Oh, I love you. Okay. Okay, folks. That's enough of Doug. That was a big deal to get him to come here. All right. So, as you can see, that would make an awesome show, eh? To have, you know, especially we should see the new ones would listen, because the old one doesn't. Okay. So I'm going to say goodbye now, because I honestly got to get my acting gear here because I'm way behind. Because I didn't count on doing a Doug stream, cloning stream, but we just need 51,000 US. I'll pay the 600 US because it's 50,000 for the clone. And then it's $1,600 for the DNA preservation. I'll pick up the 600 bucks. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to go and do the egg recon now with the pivot heads, and I'll upload it because I can't put the GoPro on my head because it's pouring rain outside. So you'll be seeing me. You'll be seeing a video here shortly. All right. So I got to end the stream because this is a little more different than what I normally do. And I think this is the right stream. So I'm going to say goodbye now.